Life after Doma, Gosetsu is demonstrating uncharacteristic restraint. Let no man claim that I am reckless. Prudence has ever been my watchword. Firemac, venture closer if you would, and confirm that there are no soldiers lurking about. Oh, we gotta go down. Oh, right here. Okay. No, 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 good.
We may be in luck. I don't see a single Imperial soldier.
Then there is no need to remain hidden. Let us go and greet them as friends.
I'm going too.
Good people of Namai, hearken to me. We come in peace and desire only information, to learn of recent events.
Isn't that the General?
Lord Gosetsu, can we preserve your right? He lives.
I say, brothers and sisters, is aught amiss? Why do you regard me as one with a wild beast? Why is there fear in your eyes? Why do you tremble so? Ah, but of course, you fear me a vengeful spirit of the dead. Rest assured, naught could be further from the truth. For am I not corporeal? Are my feet not firmly set upon the ground?
What should we do? If they catch him here, you know what will happen.
Of all the times for him to turn up, has the old fool lost his mind?
You! But why have you come here? What do you want from us?
I know not who you are to speak thus to your elders, boy, but mine only desire is to be received with the hospitality owed a humble traveler, not the fear and trepidation one might afford a wrathful shade.
Wrathful shade? Wrathful shade, Kosetsu, what the heck, man?
What? What you going on about? Actually, never mind, just come with me, now!
Why are they crying? Why is she crying, man? It's just Kosetsu. My youth. I don't know I don't know who you people think you are, but do you have any idea what would happen to us if you were found in our village? Again, you address us with unwarranted spite. I have let your propriety pass until now, but no longer. Who are you, boy? Speak to me thus. I know you not who I am? I am Ise of Namai, a farmer, like my father before me, and his father before him. I wouldn't expect a man like you to know who I am, but I know you. We all do. Lord Cayenne's retainer and leader of the rebellion, Gosetsu, notorious fugitive, wanted dead or alive by the Empire. Is that what this is all about? I'm hardly the first man to earn the ire of the Empire, nor will I be the last. Was not Namai home to to brave and true warriors who fought beneath our banners for king and country? They fought and they died, every last one. And then the Imperials came looking for more because of them. They were this close to killing us all, to burning our village to the ground. We've only just begun to enjoy some semblance of peace. Never again, do you understand? We've had enough of you and yours. Whatever it is you're plotting, leave us out of it. And passionate as his pleas may be, surely he must know that I cannot leave things as they are. But for now, I shall respect his wishes. We must continue on towards our final destination, the House of the Fierce, proud headquarters of the Doman Liberation Front. There is a secret entrance to the north of Namai, by way of a small spring. Come, I will show you. And there I was thinking, our swimming days were behind us. Oh no, Alize, we're gonna be swimming a lot. This way, we must dive into the water. Have no fear, Firemac. It is but a short distance. You need not hold your breath for long. Oh, don't worry, we don't have to hold our breath at all. Yeah, for the sake of doing it for the story, I will follow this path. But I could totally 100% just teleport right now. So isn't that nice? So beautiful. Man, it looks like you barely made it out of there. How invigorating! Congratulations, my friends. You are come to the House of the Fierce! A glimpse of madness. It is not often that the Liberation Front Guard welcomes heroes from the distant lands, but he's doing his best to compose himself. You are Firemac Summers, are you not? We were told of your coming. Heroes of Eorzea, we of the Doman Liberation Front are honored to receive you. If you would be so good as to follow me.
This is the House of the Fierce. But there are so few of them.
Many kindred spirits remain in hiding following the rebellion. Many others gave their lives for their nation. We are the stubborn remainder. Even accounting for our comrades in the field, we are at a fraction of our former strength, 'tis true. Yet we few are patriots. Brothers in arms, prepared to fight with every fiber of our being to set our people free.
Ever are we hopeful that others will join our cause, but never did I dream that you would journey so far.
Yugiri!
Yugiri! Gods, it's good to see you. You look great, by the way. Have you been here long?
I returned but recently, having concluded my mission. Oh, it is good to see you again, my friends.
Girl, you're looking good. Yes, Queen Slay. That's basically what Lisa's
Did I
doing.
hear right? Your mission is concluded? Then you have found the young master.
Ere we speak of that, I would know by what fortuitous circumstance our friends came to be here.
Well, you see, Xenos kind of sucks and he kicked my butt once. So we come in here to make him come running here. So we can go back and do the other thing. And we're like, yeah, Xenos would be screwed.
The Empire's crimes are all too familiar. Lys, my heart goes out to your people.
We wanted to stay and fight, believe me, but we knew it wouldn't work. We needed more time to rebuild, and more allies to stand with us against the Empire. So we decided to come here and help you free Doma. To show everyone that you're not alone, and that the Garleans can be beaten if we work together. I'd like to think we proved that in the Ruby Sea.
That you did, Lys, and far more besides. Needless to say, your assistance would be most welcome.
Here, here. Now then, Yugiri, you must tell me of your search for our master.
Lest you wonder, he speaks of Lord Hien, son of Lord Cayenne, who perished during the rebellion. When it became clear that all hope of victory had gone, Lord Hien bade us deliver as many of our people as we could to safety beyond our borders. But as his father's heir, he was determined to fight on, and so he did, until he suffered a grievous wound in battle and vanished without a trace. Until now. For I have found Lord Hien, seen and spoken with him, on the Azim steppe.
Step. That's a
Oh, boundless and merciful Kami, the young master lives. Tell me, was he well? Did his wound yet ail him? Where is he now? Have you brought him back to us?
Ooh, ooh.
You may take comfort in the knowledge that he is hale and whole. However, when I invited him to return with me to Doma, he had this to say. If Doma yet thirsts for the blood of patriots and tyrants, I shall offer unto her my blade. But if she has had her fill of bitter draughts, I shall offer unto her conquerors my head. Thrice did I declare to him that no true son or daughter of Doma would ever accept such a sacrifice. But for all my passion, he would not be swayed. Learn the truth of her heart and return to me, he said. And so I left him.
Her heart? What's he talking about? He's talking about Yatsuo? Or just Doma in general?
Words of one made to wear the mantle of leadership too soon. Yet there is wisdom in them all the same. If the people no longer yearn to be free, 'twould be folly to rekindle the fires of war.
To suffer our master, to surrender his life and forsake all hope of freedom is by far the greater folly. I will not go to face my fallen comrades having done naught to stop it.
Nor I, Shadow Walker, nor I. But we need not rouse our comrades to battle this day. Let us instead welcome our honored guests and allow them a moment of respite.
Oh, right. The Aetheryte is broken currently. Alize. As you can see, they went to great lengths to disable the Aetheryte. Apparently, in the twilight days of the rebellion, they feared the Xenos would be willing to risk sending unattuned conscripts. That said, it is hardly irreversible. They have the necessary materials. It would be a challenge. It would be a challenge to repair it alone, but mayhap with my brother's help. So when we get Alphano over here, you'll be helping us. You should hear this, Firemac. He was just telling me about Xenos in the rebellion. What you have to understand is that it was not a simple matter of numbers. The bulk of the 12 never even took to the field. It was Xenos' stratagems that won the war. They were unlike anything we had ever seen. His formations were unorthodox, bewildering. We honestly thought we had him on the back foot. One moment we were pressing home our advantage, the next we were surrounded at his mercy. And then he stood before us, his cornered prey. Then he stood before us, his cornered prey, alone and unarmed. He beckoned us to come forward and fight for our lives. One by one, my comrades charged, fearless and unflinching. He would dance amidst their blades for a time, and then draw close as if to embrace. One after another, he made us watch. Do you understand? He made us watch. What kind of monster enjoys killing people? I do not think there was any joy in it, nor justice, nor morality, nor meaning. To him, the weight of one life is no different from that of 1,000. A challenge had been issued and was accepted, but on finding us no challenge at all, his objective changed. There were tales of Imperial soldiers being flayed for slaughtering families, for breaking brave men's spirits. Only later did I come to understand why. He did not desire obedience. He desired hate, and men consumed by it. A new battle, a new enemy, a new challenge. The hunt. I'm told he called it a hunt without end. And when all our best lay dead and broken, he left. He left muttering what he had bored him, that we had bored him. But our weapons, at least, held his interest, for he took a fallen samurai sword, having grown fond of it. Since that day, he has ever wielded Far Eastern blades. He is said to be fascinated by ones with storied histories, so soldiers who seek to curry his favor often present those of defeated enemies as gifts. It's like all a game to him. People are suffering, dying, and he's collecting swords? We all feel the same, but my lady, you must understand. On the battlefield, reasons do not matter. The victor is not the just, but the strong, and the strong become the heroes of the tale. We were not strong enough. It is not sufficient to be right, to be just. Without strength, our path has but one end. That was lengthy. Gosetsu! Mayhap a brief respite is in order. Were I 20 years younger, these wounds would not warrant a second glance. Alas, no samurai has the strength to defeat the villain of old age. But what say you to the House of the Fierce? Compared to your Rising Stones, I can see they may seem somewhat lacking. But it has been a haven these past 10 years to all who would set Doma free. Regrettably, our efforts in that time have come to little and less. When the Emperor died, we were so sure the hour of our liberation was at hand, but Zeno soon put paid to that. And with the aid of Yatsu and the secrets she sold. Yeah. Sorry. This happened the last time I ate something. It's like my sinuses are acting up. Firemac, I do hope you have taken to this opportunity to rest and recover. But of course, Yugiri. It is well that you spoke with one of the survivors of that massacre. To defeat one's foe, one must first understand his true nature. As the Alamegan resistance has struggled, so too has the Doman Liberation Front. More so, perhaps, given the precarious position in which we find ourselves in the wake of our doomed rebellion. We are few, and our enemies legion. We are weak, and they strong. Yet with your help, I believe that there is little we cannot achieve. I hope that the depth of our predicament has not shaken your commitment to our cause. Never. Victory will be ours! No, I relish the challenge. You relish the thought of facing that monster again? But of course, the hero of Eorza fears no foe. The stubborn remainder. Yugiri would like to have a word with you. Now then, I should be glad to discuss our next course of action. Though now that I think on it, I myself have been away from Doma for some time, and even after my return, the search for Lord Hien commanded my full attention. Mayhap it would be both of our benefit if we were to see the reality of Doma for ourselves. For did my lord not bid me learn the truth of her heart? Let us do this together, Firemac. Let us go among the people and with our own eyes bear witness to their hardship. Oh good. Oh good. And as a foreigner in these lands, your reputation does not precede you. Moreover, unlike Gusetsu, I can accompany you, without attracting unwanted attention. I'd like to join you, if that's alright. By all means, we should be glad of your company, and your perspective. Namai is not far. I say we begin there. Ba-dum, ba-da-da-da-da-da-dum. Down there again. Yeah! Firemac, I'm glad to see that you two put thought into your garments, given the covert nature of our activities. What? I'm just wearing my paladin armor. What are you talking about? What? What? I'm not wearing anything different. I'm just wearing my paladin. I should think my reason's obvious. To enter the village while wearing the garb of the shinobi would be beyond reckless. We shall pose as traveling merchants. Firemac is our leader, and we as his assistants. Are there any objections? I'm not really the merchant type, but if you think this is the best way to go about it, I'll trust you. Then without further ado, let us begin. Was I supposed to be wearing something different? There was no indication of that. I don't know if that was changed for New Game Plus or what. Honami. Ho-Nami. Nami's a ho. Weren't you the one who came with the general? No? I see. My mistake. It warms my heart to see traveling merchants in Namai again. Though the Imperials never sealed our borders, folk like you have taken to avoiding Yangsha ever since the rebellion. Unfortunately, that has only made it harder for us to survive. You may have noticed, but we lack for a great many things. It was not much better before, true, but it has only gotten worse. Yeah, there we go. Yama. Foreign peddlers in the mine? Whatever it is you sell, I have no money to buy. Perhaps you should go elsewhere. Saying that, I know of no village in Yansha that has fared any better. Once I would have directed you to the samurai lords of Monzen, had they not all died in battle or in the purges. There is the Doman Enclave, of course, but that lies beyond the Dairyu Moon Gates. Needless to say, the Imperials are disinclined to let any but their own pass. Masatsuchi. A traveling merchant with meat perchance? Bah, better not know when I have so little coin. I feel your eyes upon me. You know not the Lupin? Surely, you have not been long in Yangsha. Else you would. For generations we served the lords of Doma, compassionate and wise as they were, but the memories of such times fade with every passing day, as others will tell you. Shigusa. Do we know you? I feel like we know you. You? A merchant? Forgive my skepticism, but you strike me less of a man of commerce and more of a common sellsword. Your best impression of Hancock? You know, best smile would be creepy. Let's just go with impression of Hancock. That does little to assuage my doubts, and if anything makes me clutch my coin purse tighter. My best smile, then. I stand corrected. Such a warm and cordial nature you possess. I pray you forgive me my early rudeness. It has been some time since the Viceroy came to our village to purge it of the insurgents. Those who resisted suffered terribly, and those who did not fared little better. We who remain know better than to risk her ire. If the Imperials demand laborers, we comply. If they demand conscripts to send us soldiers to other provinces, we obey. Ours is a difficult life, with little in the way of luxuries. I know not what you sell, merchant, but I doubt that I, nor anyone else here, can afford it. Firemac, what have you learned? Lisa and I encountered much of the same. They have been pushed beyond the brink. I expected frustration and disillusionment, but not so much that they would come to question the wisdom of opposing Imperial rule in the first place. Unless we can convince them otherwise, I fear I cannot convince Lord Hien to return, and without him... The ones we leave behind, Yugiri is uncertain how best to proceed. You know, a lot of that I kind of just nothing registered. Okay. Yugiri is uncertain how to best proceed. Let us not yet lose hope. Though the situation on Namai is bleak, mayhap it is not so elsewhere. I wish to speak with others outside the village. Lisa and I will look for farmers in the paddies to the east. Firemac, I ask that you look to the south. Surely they cannot all have given in to despair. Azami. Recall my chocobo. I'm aiding you, Azami. Thank you, thank you. Oh, you're a kid. Yep, just realized you're a kid. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you hadn't come along, I don't know what I would have done. What am I doing out here? Oh, looking for flowers. I need some for my parents' graves. The ones my brother and I usually bring are yellow because it was my mother's favorite color. If you haven't seen any, have you? Yellow flowers coming right up. A golden carnation. Wow, look at that thing. Alright, so I'm helping out a little girl just cuz, right? Because we're desperate looking for anyone else. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. Only yellow ones will do. Mother wouldn't have wanted anything else. Ah, you found some. Thank you so much, sir. That's twice you saved me now. If you have some time to spare, maybe you could come with me? I'm sure Mother and Father would want to meet the man who showed me such kindness. We buried them on a cliff to the west of the village. There's a path through those terraces. I'll show you. It might be quicker to travel. We're here! Just give me a moment to put down the flowers and I'll introduce you. Wait, who am I getting introduced to now? Oh, the grave. They'd love to meet travelers and hear tales of faraway places. Maybe you could tell them one about your homeland? Azami! Azami! Are you here? Azami! Oh, it's this guy. Issei. What in the... You should not be here. Get away from my sister! Don't be so rude. He saved me from the monsters, brother. He even helped me pick flowers for mother and father. Go back to the village now. You're scaring me. I said go. Stay inside and lock the door until I return. Don't think me ungrateful. My sister's the only family I have. If you saved her, then thank you. But it changes nothing. I asked you to leave, and now I'm asking you again. I'm not going to report you to the Imperials or anything stupid like that, but it's too dangerous for you to stay here. So please, I'm begging you, just leave us alone. She said your parents were buried here. So she told, did she? Yes, that's right. My mother and father believed in the rebellion. They left to fight for Lord Cayenne. They came home on a cart driven by Imperial soldiers. The soldiers demanded that the families of the insurgents present themselves, or else they'd burn the whole village to the ground. So we did. What choice did we have? They beat us in the village square with their hands, with sticks, with anything. They kicked us while we lay on the ground, begging for mercy. They made us denounce my mother and father. Call them fools, call them traitors, say they deserve to die. I heard them laugh, but I dared not look up. One leaned close and whispered in my ear that he'd do to my sister what he'd do to my sister if they can't come back. They're gone, but they're never far. All it takes is the wrong word in the wrong ear, and they'll return. Then I'll have to dig another grave, if I'm lucky. Whatever you came here to do, leave us out of it. If you want to fight the Imperials, go and fight them on your own. You can't help us, no one can. This is all we got, so please, don't take it from us. Everyone's just desperately clutching to what little piece they can. Basically, everyone's given up. You're come at a good time, Firemac. We but recently completed our inquiries. What of yours? I was not aware of these events. The boy, Issei, he told you all this? Such disgraceful, despicable crimes. If I knew the men responsible, I would not hesitate to hunt them down and... Forgive me, that outburst was unbecoming. The more I learn of the Imperial's actions in my absence, the more difficult I find it to marshal my emotions. Could Lord Hien have foreseen this? That our people's spirits would be broken so? Though at first I scoffed at his pronouncement, but it feels all too possible now that he might resolve to surrender himself. A new ruby tithe. Yugiri is troubled by what she has seen. Despite everything we have seen and feared, I refuse to renounce this cause. We should Oof. We should return to the House of the Fierce and consult with our comrades. Perhaps together we might... Did you hear that? Quickly, we must find a place to hide. Where are we hiding? Over here? Okay. Don't mind me. Just taking a little stroll. And we shall wait. Don't mind the chocobo.
Imperials.
Why are you milling about like a pack of slack-jawed mongrels? Form a line! Now! Finally. I come before you today to deliver an announcement of the highest import. So listen well. While on a charitable mission to Isari village, the acting viceroy and her personal guard came under attack from Confederate forces. This brazen, unconscionable act cannot and will not go unanswered. As loyal subjects of the Empire, who enjoy her safety and prosperity, you have a duty to defend her as well. There is no cause for alarm. We have no intention of sending ill-trained fodder to the front line. Those who are selected will be expected to perform rudimentary tasks, cleaning and maintenance and so forth. You will serve only as long as you are needed. Afterwards, you'll be free to return to your homes. You first.
You took in the Lupin.
The Empire has no pressing need of cleaners. This is but a thinly veiled attempt to intimidate those who supported the Confederacy's actions, and isolate any whose loyalty they already suspect.
And lastly, you. That should suffice for now.
Don't worry. I will be back before you know it. Listen to the elders while I'm away, and do not play outside the village. Everything is going to be fine. I love you, all right? Remember that I love you.
We thank you for your cooperation. Rest assured that this will all be over very soon, once the Confederacy has been made to pay our own ruby tithe.
There's no telling what might happen to those people. We have to help them.
And we shall, but before all else, we must needs ascertain their destination. I doubt this is the first village the Garleans have visited, nor is it like to be the last. I will track these men. Will you help me? Pray return to our headquarters and tell the others what you saw here. Should we have need of reinforcements, I would know that they are ready.
But I should be going with you. I came here to fight!
Soon enough, Lise. Soon enough. For now, we must proceed with caution.
I know that. I do. It's just... when I saw them rounding those people up... Look, if anything happens, anything at all, you'd better call for us. I mean it, Yugiri. Anything at all.
Regardless of what the officer claimed, I fear that they have crueler designs for these people. With me, Firemac, we must hurry. Oh, we're going all the way down there. Okay. Given the circumstances, we must take every effort to refrain from needless violence. Here it is a shinobi's tool for when a more discreet approach is required. Use it with these darts, and they are coated with alchemical reagent that induces a deep sleep. There are soldiers patrolling ahead. Were circumstances different, we could engage them directly, but for the villagers' sake, we dare not risk it. We will use our blowguns to incapacitate them, regardless of your familiarity with such weapons. You are a veteran warrior, and I'm sure it will come naturally to you. Nevertheless, practice is in order. Oh, I know what we're about to do. We're about to do one of those freaking mini games that start to become commonplace here. You'll see what I mean here in a second. There, the soldier on the hill below. Take aim and fire. If the dirt finds its mark, you should fall within moments. Yeah, I'm not gonna read that. It's just giving instructions. Plus, I have a thing here that was gonna tell me how to do it. Man, this zooms in pretty far. The trick here is that the moment the name comes up on the target, that's all you need, and it'll hit. Well done, my friend. Now give me your map. There is a vantage point from which you may observe and fire upon the other soldiers. Worry not, I shall be with you every step of the way, keeping watch for other patrols. We shall speak again on the other side of the river. This person's doing the exact same quest right now. Done. Eh. So I thought that was Yugiri for a second. I was like, wait a minute. Whoops. Yeah, and he falls down to... Oh, come on. It would have been so great if he just fell off the steps. Oh, come on. There's every time, like, they could totally just fall over. But none of them do. The last Imperial soldier crumples to the ground asleep. You put away your blowgun and prepare to rejoin Yugiri. Yugiri. All the way down there. Oh boy, all the way down we go. Excellent work, Firemac. They appear to be none the wiser. The villagers are being held in the cast room to the south. Fluminus. Once, it was the base of operations for the Garlean occupation until 10 or so years ago, when it relocated to Doma Castle. Now the cast room serves as a little more than a storage facility. I spy 2 sentries near the gate. As you have proven yourself to have impeccable aim, I would ask you to incapacitate them. This very hill should afford you a clear shot. Oh boy. There's a lot of it happening here. This person's not reading their stuff. Or they're very quick readers. That guy's just walking straight into that. What was that? The 2 sentries slumber side by side. No others appear to be forthcoming. Nice. Fine work, Firemac. You have a gift for the ways of the shinobi. The way is clear. Let us move closer and see what has become of the villagers. Sir, the On from the other villages are assembled for inspection. Very good. I will address them personally. Attention, shortly you will all be transported to a facility on the distant shore. Your duties, as you have been previously informed, will be rudimentary in nature. More specifically, you will be tasked with the repair and maintenance of various arms and armaments, as well as Magitech devices. Magitech? But we're farmers. We don't know the first thing about Magitech. It takes us months, if not years, to learn how to do that kind of work. The material in question was damaged when your kith and kin rose up in rebellion. Therefore, you bear responsibilities for its repairs. If you cannot perform your duties, you will learn how. And if you cannot learn how, then your villages may find themselves at the mercy of the Confederacy and other radical elements. Is that what you want? Deal with this rabble. I'm needed at the castle. Go. Now go. This is no temporary measure. Those men and women will die in servitude. Once they are taken to the other facility, it will be too late. If we are to intervene, we must do so now. Agreed? Then let us be about it. Well, unfortunately, our time has come to a close. It's gotten way too late. We're still in part 1. But hopefully tomorrow I'll get to stream a little longer. Who knows? Things will be weird tomorrow. I honestly don't know. It might be the same time slot. Things are weird. I'll definitely say that. Anywho, this is Firemac saying, Toodles! See you next time.